to be a square all night. In the event that it turns into a circle because you hit it accidentally, just hit it again. You'll have 2 videos, not a problem. So, actually, if you want to hold that out, can I see your grip pen? I'm going to do a demonstration. So you're going to videotape me, and everybody watch what we're going to be looking for with the grid pen and what I mean by the white lines. See the white lines show up around it?
He's not pointing it at the spot. There you go. Can you
Oh,
do it
down
again?
there.
Right underneath where my
do it
hand
again.
is.
Oh, yeah.
See how that cloud kind of came up a little bit?
Yeah.
So manually, what you are looking for, if you watch me now instead of the camera, you're looking for green streaks.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So you're kind of looking in between.
I didn't see it, but alright.
Well, you're not using that gadget.
No, like what I'm like, I didn't see the. I don't know. Alright, let's go.
Okay.
So, guys, we start here because this place is haunted.
What?
Yes.
Oh, thanks.
This used to be Big John's. It was recently just Kane Rumbar. He picked up during the pandemic and moved down to Florida. But Big John's was back in the 1970s. So, what, 40, 50 years ago? He was a football player who it was named after. And he used to sit in the back of the bar and nod off to the bartender if the cadets that would come over from the Citadel, which isn't too far from here, they used to come down here for a drink. But he would let the bartender know if they were of age or not. Well, he made 2 guys mad one night because he told the bartender, these guys aren't of age, get them out of here. So they left. The next night they come back, they take the register that's in the front of the bar, Big John pulls out his .45 and kills one of them. So the bullet hole is still in the front of the building. So I'm going to change my batteries while I'm telling you these stories on the voice recorder so you have them. So at any rate, anybody that sits in the front of the bar is supposed to say they get, like, they'll feel a little dizzy, disoriented, they just won't feel well. So it's happened before. Paul, the previous owner that just moved, he used to talk to Big John all the time. He used to come out and tell me stories about things moving around the bar. Somebody didn't feel well that night, so forth and so on. The other ghost that's here is 1886. We had a big earthquake here. You'll hear, if you look at Charleston history, it's a big one because we don't get earthquakes, so it's a pretty big, significant thing that happened. But allegedly, this is where the first death occurred. So a piece of the mantling from the front of the building fell because of the earthquake, struck somebody in the head, and his ghost is said to be seen in the middle of the street. So again, just another weird occurrence that Paul has seen, the previous owner, and would tell me about. So pretty cool stuff to me. I bring up this story on purpose because if anybody tonight starts to feel a little dizzy, disoriented, stomach's turning, headaches going, you need to speak up. I do this for a living. I know how this is going to affect me when we're in a super busy area. If you see me kind of leave an area pretty quickly and I say, come on, we need to go, we need to go. It's that simple. So if it's affecting me, because...
what's affecting you?
If the spirit,
We're not doing this all night.
No, like I'm asking, like what's like what makes you feel like, what makes you feel weird?
if the EMFs in the spirit world is a little too aggressive, it will make you dizzy. Oh, it will.
I just didn't know what
So EMF.
Having a toddler.
So if you, I'm going to explain EMFs a little bit and more in depth. So picture a compass, a manual compass, which I have one with me.
Maybe I should get my scooter.
Feeling it already?
No, Connor's going to stop us every 5 minutes.
No. I mean, we're going to actually stop in areas. I'm sorry it's taking so long with the batteries because they're stuck in this tape. But it's okay because we're actually going to stop in some areas. There might be some places where you actually sit and rest for a few minutes.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, so.
Did you break it?
Yeah, I have a stress fracture and a torn ligament, and so I have a boot. I have an actual boot, and I have a scooter in my car, but it's so humiliating. And the scooter is, I'm going to flip over backwards.
Yeah.
And the boot, the same thing. So I just have this on right now, and I'm trying.
Oh, my ankle.
Oh, isn't it worse than anything?
Boot is so
I've done that before.
sweaty.
Wait, hold
And
up.
I just did this
What's your name,
ankle
bro? Is that something?
3 months
What is
ago.
it?
Yep.
So
It's like
now
a little
both my
white
ankles are all jacked
thing,
up.
but like it's in like half blue, half red. Like I don't know. It's like over there, like on that building. No, come here. You see it?
It'll be clear as day.
That right there?
No, it'll be clear as day, babe.
Yeah, it will honestly be, I mean, the fact that, and it's picking up audio, so the fact that you're saying something might be there is when I need to look. All right, so we're on record, we're good to go. All right, we got the stories from here, so we're actually gonna head down this way.
So just walk with the camera.
I'm sorry, was there any questions, comments, concerns, other than Connor gonna question and debunk me all night?
No.
Okay.
Ouija board.
Yes,
They're creepy.
they are.
Wait, do I gotta like watch this thing the whole time, like trip over my face, or?
No.
Alright.
I mean, I just need it out so everybody has a nice video to watch later and we're not watching your feet. Guys, I forgot to show you the coolest part. I'm going to add some apps to my phone here. So first one I'm going to use is obviously a digital spirit box. This is the one that's going to give us the words. So this is from last night's tour. You can see how many words they got, which is quite a few. About 80% of them were crap, so we're going to clear that out because they already have their list. I will boldly underline your list. So that's the first.
I love that you do this afterwards, just from the marketing side of me. I love that you do this, the after part.
What do you mean?
Like have this, and you're gonna text us stuff, and we can go in and look at it.
Oh.
Because we'll forget 50% of what you say tonight.
And what I used, and how I got to this kind of resolution of like, hey, I need to give something extra was I would always ask, hey, okay, who's been on a ghost tour? And I get a few hands. I'm like, okay, who's your tour guide? I don't know. Well, what'd you learn on that tour? I don't remember.
Yeah.
So I want you guys to remember this. You know, this is a big deal to me. I'm going to keep an EMF on me as well. I don't normally use it, but it's just kind of a backup in case something goes wrong with the other one. And then the last one is that reverse spirit box that I told you about. So it's going to take the same FM stations that she's doing, and they're not in sync or anything. It's just going to work separately, and it's going to go in reverse. So it's going to sound like complete gibberish. So I'm going to turn this up so everybody can kind of get a gist of it.
What was that?
The crow, that's the way it starts.
Oh.
It's super creepy.
That's creepier than that one.
So in the event we're actually meant to hear something, we will hear a word.
What is that from?
These are FM radio stations. It's scanning through.
So it's not actual ghosts, it's just like radio stations?
Yeah. So what we're going to hear is if we say, oh, we heard the name ALYSSA come through. I'm just using this because it's 3 syllables. If it actually comes through...
That's freaky as shit.
It is. But it's super cool.
Oh my god!
So this is what I will walk away from you, so that way I can get just the audio of this, because I will bring this up so you guys can hear me ask questions, and you can see if I'm getting any kind of intelligent responses. Is that fair? But I will keep it turned down while I'm actually telling the story portion of what you're supposed to be looking for.
We're going to be stalking you. I know I do. We're going to be stalking you to text us with the information, or at least I am.
You'll have it by noon tomorrow.
Perfect.
That's my promise to you.
12:02. Melissa texting 6
Let's see
times.
how
You
hot
live?
you are.
Normally,
you okay?
normally
you
I have it by
you
10.
feel ill?
No, I'm just looking at how hot she is.
I normally have it by
come
10. Alright, so Crew Cafe, guys, it is haunted. You're going to get little tidbits of Charleston information out of me, especially because most of you from out of town. I know you guys live here part-time, but Crew Cafe is haunted. However, it used to be a slave home. I'm having a hard time getting like title deeds and those kind of things because slave homes did not have addresses. Obviously, it's been expanded by the size of it. But I walked through quickly with an EMF. The owner asked me to just kind of take a gist because it might be added to my tour later. I did get some EMF readings in the upstairs bathroom. I haven't fully debunked it yet of any wiring in the walls. It was a very close-knit bathroom. Another little Charleston tidbit, the stop sign down there. So keep in mind, we're 1 block away from the water. So the land didn't go all the way out as far as it does now. A lot of Charleston is actually man-made land. We extended Charleston from what it used to be. But anyway, that used to be a wharf. So revolutionary ship comes in, shoots a cannon, and it lands right there at the stop sign. They found bits of the cannon, but there's no tragedies, no deaths, no crazy ghost stuff along with it. Just one of those Charleston tidbits that you won't always hear. Who's got the EMF detector? Do you have anything going on with that right now?
It turned orange for a second.
Okay, so this parking lot, this is the red barn where they keep the horses for the carriage rides. It's also the same red barn if they kept the horses that delivered milk to Charleston. So that just kind of gives you an age. I don't have a historical ghost tour here, but I will tell you that this parking lot is haunted as hell. I get different people talking to me all the time. I get sometimes a malevolent spirit where I have to move the tour along. That's one of those instances where I say, you gotta go now, because I'm getting terms that I don't like, that I'm not comfortable bringing other people into. So sorry about that speaker. The speaker makes all the difference. But this is a good area for the grid pen. Just the horses will get spooked with any kind of lasers going through those windows. So please do not shoot any of the lasers going through there and with your infrared temperature.
I'm chilling.
Okay. This is a great place for spirit box as well. So this is a place where you just need to listen.
Listen, princess.
And we need to follow ALYSSA because whenever she gets something that's flaring up, sometimes it starts way back here and other times it's on the other side.
I got something in that corner.
What's that?
I got something in the corner a little bit ago.
So
I mean, now it's not there,
let me give
but-
you a gist of how close they need to be to this guy. So everybody watch. See how my phone is giving it a pulse?
I apologize.
I mean, you're not going to get like pointing it that way. It's literally going to be touching you.
Oh.
Like it's going to be that close. Now, you're probably thinking,
Joy, did you wear the pants today?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep away from you.
that's where you actually need to be watching her because whenever that is like going crazy, again,
Yeah,
this
it's like that's what I mean. Like I don't know like what to do. Like
all you need, if I say
This
I need a
point.
thermal camera, I need you to come
All right.
running. So
Gotcha.
this is a sewer line that we're going to be walking over. There should be nothing in here that screams EMF, electrical lines, anything man-made. So anything that happens in here is legit. I will tell you, I'm going to do my spirit box thing over probably on my own a little bit. So if you come across something with your grid pen and you actually see something glimmer, let us know. You know, please speak up. You
You
actually
should
seem
walk.
very
You
quiet.
should walk in front of us.
I know
Part
she usually
does.
yaps.
I'm usually not very quiet, so I'm just
I know.
listening.
I've been talking a lot, so you
No,
can
no,
shut
I'm
me
just
up.
talking. No, I don't
I got the
need
word
to. I'm
works.
just listening.
Okay, so there's our first word of the night, I think. I can always go back and check the list. No, we actually got economically, flat, short, watch, and works. So do I know
Wait,
if
what did that say?
economically, flat might actually be where we are, short, watch, and works.
Funny. No, my watch thing keeps coming off. That's why I'm like, wait, what'd that say?
Interesting.
The whole time I've been sitting here, I'm like, open my jacket caught
I
it.
will tell you that sometimes on
And
my
I'm
tours
short.
that whoever's with us in a specific area or the entire tour might be specific to you. Might be somebody that you know that passed on. I had a war vet who had a buddy with him overseas that passed away, tragically, and he was with us all night long. He came through all the spirit boxes, and all the words and phrases that came through were all relevant to what he did with his buddy that was with me overseas.
That's so cool. That's
It
so
was.
sweet.
It was pretty rad. I was excited. It kind of sucks because the history stuff didn't mean anything. It was like we had this,
Yeah.
war vet with us, and he was a young guy. That was the sad thing. Like that's the reason why he came on the tour because he's been having things happen to him, and he kind of wanted to validate some of it, which was super cool. So I'll
I'm
make a
part
believer out of you.
deaf, so I'm probably not gonna be able to pick up.
Can you
need-
clear something up for my daughter?
Yes.
She thinks red doors.
I already talked to him.
What,
Yeah.
what was the answer? I want to know.
He said he was
I've
in
heard
real
nothing
estate.
about that before.
He said he was in real
So stop
estate.
telling me I have to paint the door. Sorry.
Let's walk around and see what we
Yeah,
find.
let's go. See, I think
No, he said he was in real estate and red doors sell fast because something happens in them.
something good.
No, not necessarily something.
wait,
happened.
something was just beeping. What was beeping?
That's me.
Uh-oh.
We hear
Something
chirping.
good.
Wait, she got something.
She's got something.
Just like
Don't touch me. Put it out here.
she's got something.
So whenever you get like orange to red, like you need to stop, and we need to see what we
Oh
can
my
do.
God, got red. I'm pointing.
Do I need to put this on?
Wait, what do I do with this thing? Tap twice. $72.
Well, 3 nights ago,
Oh, right here.
I had somebody named
Where?
Wyatt that was with us.
70. This is me.
It went all the way up. Oh yeah.
I got 0.
I got 70, 72.
Anytime I get a word, I'll interrupt myself or anybody else just to let y'all know what the word is, and we get it on the audio so that way you can figure it out.
Where are you pointing?
It just
Wait, so how big is this? How big is this like thing gonna be?
it could be minuscule.
Like here,
it could-
look. There's something.
Yeah. Oh my God. What? Oh, what? Never mind. It's something.
You see it right there.
That's
Is that
We
anything?
are a
That's
hot
her
mess
hand.
express.
That's the.
Oh, that's the
Wait,
thing.
I'm
Oh,
going up
okay,
right now. I'm up
okay.
to
Yeah, I got you.
73.
But no, good catch. That's what we're looking for.
This one's 69 and this one's 73. Oh, now this one's
Wait, there's
going up,
more
now
in
this
front of her
one's
hand
going
now.
up.
There's like a bunch of little ones.
Well, that's because the grid pen's going.
No, see, like it's.
That's the grid pen.
Oh, okay.
So that's the
okay.
dots on the ground. Alright, so let me see if I can get some answers out of this. Why don't
You seriously
kinda-
thought that was something, Melissa?
Why don't you, just back up, ask some, like what's been happening lately is I ask questions here and you get the answer.
One is at 70, one's at 74.
That's crazy. Are you looking at the bottom number?
70, what, the top
Bottom
is
number here?
7129, 70.8. Oh, wait. 72.3.
I get excited when there's a 5-degree drop. So if we start to get to 65, yeah, don't lose the slipper. You got it, Cinderella?
Yeah, I know, right?
Alright, so Sierra, I'm going to ask questions.
Of course.
I don't want you to hear them because it's going to kind of prove if I'm asking questions here,
I
you're
have a
going to get
5
answers.
degree. I'm a 75 and to a 71. Well, 4 degree. and
Alright,
going
so
up.
if somebody's here, I need a name.
Okay, something just came through, but I don't know what's it.
Okay, that's good. That means something's trying. You see how that static stops for a split second to try to let something through. This is a great teacher training session for all of the guys. So.
It's going ham.
I still don't see anything on this thing.
What's 75.3?
You got 90 minutes of this, brother. You got to keep watching.
Did I get the slowest one?
I got the word resemble. So, who resembles what? Or who resembles who?
I just heard him.
I heard him as well. Him who? Him me?
What the hell did that just
My
say?
son.
I heard Melissa.
I heard that one too. Am I crazy?
Well, I didn't hear it.
freaking
So
nuts.
that's
I
why I
heard
record
Alyssa.
everything.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I'm
come
Melissa.
on.
I did. I
And you're
actually did.
Alyssa, so
So good, but
yeah,
either.
I'm Melissa, so that's a little scary. And everyone screws up my name and calls me Melissa.
I
did
call
that
her
too.
Melissa too.
Okay, were you talking to one of us? I will try to my best to stay away from yes or no questions. Sometimes they're irrelevant. Who are you speaking to?
I heard you. Sierra.
Holy fuck!
Oh, I think we scared.
I
We
promise
scared it
this
away.
tour is not scary.
Oh wait,
It's
he's
all
gone
in your
now.
head.
The thing's gone. Oh wait, no. He moved.
Believe her.
Yeah, nah.
Excuse me.
Believe who?
Exactly. Believe who? Strange what?
I keep hearing so.
So with what? That was a weird noise. See what you can
Do
get.
you keep hearing that? Or am I hearing things?
What are you hearing?
I keep hearing my name in that. But listen, I hear things all the time, so.
But every time it seems like you hear it, I'm trying to talk and I'm missing it.
And I just heard it again. I don't know.
I low-key heard Sierra.
Like, it's actually acting pretty weird tonight. These aren't noises I normally hear. Like, I can normally, like, recognize, like, the radio station DJ kind of thing backwards. But when I start to, like, I can tell things are different. So if I'm like, wow, that's weird. Alright, you're gonna have to do better than that. Are you still getting crazy orange and red?
Yeah, it fluctuates.
Alright, let's try to get you somewhere super red.
You said to look at this bottom number, right?
Yes.
And look at the top number?
So they're not.
We're walking away from it. Oh wait, there's something.
Okay, yep.
69.4.
Come back a little bit. There, right there.
So if this guy goes down to like 65 or lower,
Okay, right here.
and then this guy definitely
Right here, there's red.
65 or lower.
There's a lot of red right here.
Okay.
Or at least there was.
All right. So go ahead and
It was, and now it's
let's hold it still for a second. See if I can get some kind of communication. I'm trying to move myself away from it. Okay. We obviously know you're here. Can you step away from this device to make it go to green? The machine, yes. Make it go to green. You have to step away from it. They don't want to.
like it's getting close to it.
Yes, the machine. Okay, can you make it stay on red then? Just get right on top of it. Sierra, you getting anything? Do you want to switch with Connor so that way he can...
Just point this like in front of her thing.
Some people just can't hear it. Like they just...
Did you hear that?
I heard something. I got the word
I'm gonna need to go
admit.
smoke my pot because this is crazy. I'll share. This is gonna freak me out.
We're not going to be here much longer, but because we have so much here, and this is actually starting to...
Oh, it'll be going and then it'll be like a boom, 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 boom.
That said something too. That's going to be one of those rewind, rewind, rewind till we can figure out
I
what
heard
it
a
is.
can you.
Can you?
I heard lady.
I quit.
Oh no, there's more. Like I said, there's not even history here that I can tell you.
Did you hear it?
I kind of heard that.
I'm telling you, I've heard it at least 15 times.
I heard can you again.
I did hear that.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, you can. This is going to be fun.
This is not fun. Can I do a
Okay.
Hail Mary, Mother of God, before I leave?
We are going to actually leave. Can you say goodbye to us?
Said bye. Jeez, what the hell was
I
that?
don't know.
Crap. Crap.
Inspire. It's a word that just came up. I need a goodbye.
It kind of sounded like a radio station, like two different voices that said like goodbye. Like,
Okay, that's good enough for me. We closed it out. Let's move on to the next spot. This spot and the next spot, I always close out just because it's so active.
yo, that's all I'm hearing now is goodbye.
You're getting it multiple times. It wants it's gone. So we need to move.
I don't like these guys. I also like holding them.
Wait, do I have to listen to this when we're walking?
Yes.
It's up to you. It's your tour, buddy.
Here, do you want me to
Trade
hold
me.
that and you hold the guns?
Sure.
I got shaky hands.
You've been hearing all kinds of things.
I wish you brought the pen.
I know.
You want to trade me?
Yeah.
But when we get back around something, can we trade? Can I have that back and you have this?
So just so you guys know,
Son of a
careful.
bitch, watch out for that stick. I'm sorry for cussing.
Marion Square is actually not far from here, so we might actually hear some of the... It's only about 3 blocks from here.
Wait, here's some of the what?
The, like if there's going to be a riot or any kind of
Oh, okay.
craziness going on.
Wait, so we're going in
We're
here?
going in here.
Why is it all, like, why are we going in parking lots?
Just what's on it.
Are you serious?
So this actually has a lot of significance to
You
Charleston. So this is actually
Not yet.
the Pinckney Mansion site. So this is where Charles and Eliza Pinckney lived. Eliza loves me telling her story. Got the word predator, but I don't think it's relevant. This is a very happy, safe place. A lot of things that come up here are really cool.
You got predator? I heard a child say hello. So that's funny that you got that.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Okay, she's going wild.
Yeah, she loves
Yeah.
it. She will talk to me like directly in here. So
Huge drop. It was at 73, now it's at 68.
okay.
Hi.
It's at 69
Huge
and
is
rate big.
5.
You need to compare this top number and this bottom number. The difference.
So
It's,
there was like a 2-degree difference
Yeah,
between the two of
five,
them.
5 degrees difference.
are you
is huge.
pulling this? You have to.
Yeah, it was.
All right, so Charles Pinckney and his son Charles Coatsworth Pinckney were signers of our Constitution. This is where they lived. Okay, the mansion was in the front.
Oh, really? Here. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yep, and it actually burned down. So if we get words like fire or anything like that, that's usually relevant. Where I'm standing is where Eliza's garden would have been because she was a big botanist, and the slave homes would have been in the back lined up with the trailer. So the significance here, I'm not a big politician. Great that they signed the Constitution and they were right here, but Eliza is who fascinates me. Eliza was actually the founder of our indigo plants. So I'm sure you guys know of indigo living here. You've seen Indigo Inn and Indigo Plantation, those kind of things. This is where it started, literally where we're standing. So Eliza married Charles to stay here in the United States. She's from England. Her father was sick. He wanted her home because he thought he was dying. She married into the family and stayed here. He got better. They made amends. He started sending over plants from England. One of them happened to be indigo. Indigo is what makes blue dye that makes your blue jeans blue. We still use it today. So that's kind of the big part of Charleston history, was because our rice plantations were.
This one's
went to hell
freaking
in a
me out.
handbasket.
Anybody want to trade for one of
I'll
this?
trade
It's
you.
freaking me out. Oh, great. I'm using a camera now.
Yep.
Good boy.
That catches audio too. So as we're watching the video, we're gonna hear Melissa's comments.
Oh,
Or-
joy.
So anyway, she was also the businesswoman that sold the indigo, the dye, overseas, and what saved Charleston from all the rice plantations. I got the word evaluation. So, but that's what's significant here. Eliza talks to me all the time. They did have 5 children: Thomas, Charles, Harriet, and sad to say I cannot remember the rest of the names. But if you hear names of those kinds of things and things that come up, like I will talk to Eliza directly and say, hey, what was your favorite plant? What color was that plant? Like, stay away from yes or no questions. You can talk, ask questions, as long as they're not yes or no's. Because yes or no's to me, like you can make that stuff up and you can kind of hear things through the different ear box. You got the word they are.
What's your middle name?
Well, maiden name was more prominent. So a couple of cool little facts about this whole marriage I just told you about. Eliza was the second wife of Charles named Eliza. So Eliza, the one we're speaking of tonight, is Eliza Lucas Pinckney. She's not buried here. She didn't die here. She was actually buried in Philadelphia. But this was her home. She loved it here. Charles, however, is buried in St. Philip's Church, which is somewhere we will go later. I have gotten the words Lucas here. Indigo,
Wait, Chef, it
jasmine.
says 65 and 70 on here. What's
We
that?
will get cold spots in here as well. So this is a great place for you later.
That means there's
We're gonna actually, yes, we're good tonight.
I don't see
Come
nothing
with
on
me.
this
I'm gonna show
thing.
you guys a little trick of that EMF. Alright, so everybody see the light blinking on the back of the restaurant over there?
Yeah, why is that?
So sometimes it's blinking really fast, sometimes it's in a steady pace like that. Other nights it's completely on, other nights it's completely off. It's never the same. If you actually hold up your EMF like this, to where it's actually, we can all see it, it'll actually be in sync with it within 2 frames. We videoed it and we're able to see where the pattern was. It's about, well, it's the matter of the energy that's here. This is an electrical magnetic field because of the spiritual activity here. So it's obviously affecting the back of their building as well.
I see 0 orbs.
You will. And again, you might miss it, and I don't catch it until I watch it on YouTube. It happens all the time. I got the word publication. So, probably because she wants me to tell you that there are 1 million books about Eliza Pinckney's life. And they're very, very interesting. I leafed through most of them.
I'm not even lying.
But that's probably why the word publication is coming up. So guys, I will say kind of explore a little bit, but let's stay away from the trailer. We've been having some homeless issues. I always drive by here first.
Jesus Christ, now you tell us. Good job, Nick.
This is 65, this is 70.
So there is going to be a little wind pocket here. Does everybody kind of feel that breeze?
Yep.
So again,
I'm at 72.4, Sierra.
But we're going to debunk things. We're not just going, oh my God, it's cold and chilly. That's why we have all the gadgets to debunk. We're not going to just make stuff up and hope that it's a ghost.
No,
So-
but like the top see?
But the wind is going to make it cooler. Definitely cooler. And this, because it's not as steady, you might actually get a glimmer back at you from something on the ground because of where the rocks are, the pebbles are. So you just have to be careful of that. Remember, you're looking for something very quick in and out of there. Spirits do not like this thing. I will be quite honest. Like the glimmers that we have caught out of it were here.
Oh, they don't like this thing? Oh, good. Will you switch with me?
And if we do catch something, it's because somebody was moving very slow, just kind of a side-to-side motion, just getting. You got the word drunk. That's interesting. So who's got the camera?
Oh, funny. It's a drunk?
Yeah.
I've been trying to get drinks for the last 2 hours.
On the
I
bike
got a
taxi?
shot. Yeah, I got a couple shots. I said I wanted to get drunk.
You're a riot.
I know.
So
I can't make out what they're saying. Like,
and
I
that's
hear-
okay. That just means there's more
Coach, let me
energy
see.
coming through. Like, yeah, let's see what we get out of that. All right, so I'm gonna kind of do my thing. You listen. Eliza, it's Nick. Is your husband here again, like last night? 11. Is that the number 11? Don't know what relevance that has.
I haven't seen 11.
Ask her what it means.
That's a full explanation that she's not going to be able to come through with.
Oh.
So I'm sure there's a story behind the number 11. I just have to find it in research. Eliza, can you say hi to Nick?
I heard it, Eliza. Was that something? Eliza?
No. She has told me her name here before, but it's usually a little bit drawn out. It's Eliza. That's how slow she'll say it. I usually try to tell her.
Does this one even work? Why do we use two? Why do we use that one and this one if that one works so good?
So this way we have multiple channels. And again, when I was asking, like the past week, it's been I asked the questions. That Spirit Box gets
What
in.
is picket? Picket. Picket. It just
Pinckney.
said- That's what it just said.
Pinckney is where we are.
That's what it just said.
Eliza, can you say hello to Nick? Heard some of a high. Eliza, come on, I need you to come through strong. Can you tell me if there's somebody else here with you? Reputation. I'm building your reputation.
Die.
I just heard die on this one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, we got it over here too.
I got it on this one.
I heard get back a couple of times on that.
Well, a lot of times, like, she'll direct us where she's at. It's okay. You gotta just turn it back on again. It's not anything to do with the battery. It's not meant to stay on a long period of time. It's going down.
What is?
I don't. Honestly, I had words last night that were talking.
Oh, that's
about,
what she said?
Yeah. She said it's coming or it's going down. Can you tell me what you mean? What's going down?
Reputation?
Are you talking about the monument, the statue? I mean, I heard it's going down very clear. Like there was no.
I can't hear now because I'm on hearing a static in my other ear and I'm not even listening on that.
How's your EMF? Is it still? I
I
got
heard
some.
punch it.
Right by you.
Punch it.
Punch it. Come on, Eliza. Tell us what's going down. Are you talking about Marion Square, the Calhoun Monument? Yes. You got to give me a word to prove it, other than yes.
Welcome? Did you get welcome?
No.
Son?
Professor. Turn.
I got stories, but that sounds like it's a song or something.
Well, something just came through in the same voice intermittently,
Yeah.
and I thought the first word said burn, but I couldn't hear what the second word was. I'm gonna actually try the southeast corner over here too. There you go. Example.
Wait, so what was that beeping and going red for
So
up there?
that means it's getting a much stronger signal, like something's pushing through it. So it's gonna, like, once it reaches the red, you're more likely
Is
to
that a
actually
ghost
get a
or is
word.
that a station?
Either way. It's basically
What do you mean either way?
either way. It could be taking something that it heard from a station and giving us the word that it heard, or it's telling us what the spirit said. So again, 80% of this is meant to be a game and a hoax. If I were to put this in my apartment, which isn't haunted, it's going to give me a word every 3 to 5 minutes, just because it's a game. You know, it's like college kid stuff, right? So again, most of this is going to be BS. I'm going to go through and highlight the good stuff. Well, I usually get a lower temperature because we're close to a corner, so like the wind will kind of always kind of like, if you want to get a reading from the wall.
Like for instance, it's 66 right here. but then it's 70 over there.
Okay, so we have also 2 different types of material.
Oh.
Okay, so why don't you shoot the ground up there and see what you got?
65.
Okay, and this was 66.
Yep.
I got the word example, so I'm wondering if that was kind of guessing like what we needed to do here. Eliza, can you tell me what room we'd be standing in if your house were still here?
What is that demon like Gullah woman in there?
So it's again reversed. So it's going to sound like we have very sweet voices coming out. Where if we said things in reverse, it's going to be very harsh. It's going to almost sound German. Like it's going to be a harsh type of language. Eliza, can you tell us what your maiden name is?
I heard calm.
Calm? It is calm over here, except for the EMF.
Why is it pointing at me doing that?
Well, it's technically not pointing at anything. It's the vicinity. It's almost like that ambient thermometer. It's whatever's around it. Overlook. So I'm guessing something on the video you missed.
845.
What did you get?
845.
845. What even numbers right now? Yeah. We had 11 before, so that could be relevant too. What do the numbers mean, Eliza? I'm not getting much else. Connor, are you hearing anything else? No? That's kind of what it sounded like, huh? All right, Eliza, we're going to move on. Can you say goodbye or goodnight? Eliza, can you say goodnight?
I heard goodbye. Good. It was like goodbye. Like I don't know if that was somewhere like I'm just being sweet.
Again, if I ask questions and it comes through any other kind of device,
Is an orb really tiny?
can be. Could also be pretty
No,
large.
babe, you're getting. You see this?
Right
Yeah,
here.
that's her laser pointer.
All right, so we're gonna walk back a few blocks to get to our next spot. You want to grab your little wheelie scooter?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. All right, so we're actually
I
gonna go
am
out this
good.
way. Questions, comments, concerns? What do you guys think you what you caught so far? Again,
I
we gotta
don't seem to
Good Christ, mother
like.
of God.
Yeah, ghosts.
I've had enough of Connor. Connor, it's time for us to have a break today.
No, it's not. It's like every day. Twice a day.
So your gadgets, other than like your gadget, pretty much means nothing on this street, just because it's a main road. But by all means, please keep filming. You never know what we're actually going to capture.
In the trade
Yeah,
now.
we're still learning about that thermal camera. Spent hours watching videos today on different types of thermal cameras and what to look for and how to do the settings. I've only had it for 2.5 weeks, so I didn't even get a chance to use it on one of my own investigations before I brought it to the
Let
store.
alone on, yeah.
Literally like teach and train, try to figure it out.
Can we pass a bathroom on route somewhere?
Right in there.
Oh, good. Do you mind if I use
Nope,
the restroom?
not at all.
Can you?
Can you hold these?
Oh, our whole family's going.
Our whole family's going.
Somebody wanna? I don't have the coronavirus. Thank you.
Want to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, there's doing a
I
potty
want the
break.
spirit box. I don't think it's going to work right now.
You never know. Because I'll get words along the way to our next stop. Is this what y'all thought it was going to be?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm entertained because I watch a lot of ghost stuff on like
Well,
YouTube.
what they do on TV and YouTube is all, you know, showmanship, and it's all about keeping y'all
Yeah.
onto the next, past their next commercial. This is when you're doing it in real life. It's a lot different. You don't really see everything until you go through the analyzation later.
Yeah.
So I do like a quick summary of what I see initially. Like I'll do kind of like a spot check on the video, watch 5-10 minutes of it. I'll listen to the audio, another 5-10 minutes. I analyze the words and look for commonalities. Like we have the numbers thing going on. And then I do like a quick summary, and if I catch something on the video, I'll give you the timestamp for it. And then like whatever you guys find, like I review all of this stuff in
So
time.
afterwards, like you review it all, so, and then you kind
That's
of
the first thing I do in the morning. So as soon as I get up, I go straight to the office and I start uploading everything, and then I start reviewing it. I write y'all a quick summary. I highlight the words that are relevant, and then I text the people that were, you know, booked the tour. And then when if you guys find something, because I'm not gonna be able to watch the whole video, it just depends on. Watch 2-3 of them. I actually listen to the audio while I'm over eating. It actually makes sense because there's certain areas where I turn it up where I'm supposed to be listening for something a little bit excessive. You know, and I can do the quick 10-second back rewind if you guys say, I just heard this. Or, you know what I mean? I want to see if something else came through that we couldn't hear, the rest of us couldn't. So, you just never know.
Damn, his brakes are hot.
Yeah. Gabriella.
Where was back one to?
What?
What?
Gabriella.
That's our sister. That's my daughter. That's weird.
She's obsessed with shit like
She
this
is.
too.
She is.
Is she talented?
She is.
With what? Music? Art?
Makeup?
Art, makeup. She is talented. She's talented in many ways.
She's just a creative person?
Yes.
Let's see what the word was before that. Was absorb. And that was actually about a good minute and a half. Section. So if I go to like haunted restaurants or whatever, I'll literally, as we're eating dinner, this will be sitting on the table just to see what happens. Like no matter where I go.
I will be texting.
Just give her the audio, because you never know. Something could be coming through the audio about this time. It might be for her or.
She's gonna laugh.
That's funny. They both kind of. What did you just say?
It was spelled with 2 L's on there.
But most of the time, it would be
Well,
messed
this
up.
is usually pretty accurate. Just to give you an example, Coogan's Porch, which is a haunted restaurant here.
We ate there.
Okay, so there's a ghost here. Did you know that? There's two.
Yes.
So Zoe, Saint Amand, and then there's the dog Coogan.
That makes sense.
Okay,
Why
so,
the dog out?
right. So Zoe, normally, traditionally, is spelled Z-O-E-Y. So there's certain areas that I go into where I get. I'm actually pretty close to the restaurant, and things about her will come through. Her name is spelled Z-O-E. And that's how it came up here. So I was like, oh, now I know who's with us right now. And the word stairs came out. She fell down a flight of stairs, and how she died. So it was just, yeah. Well, she was elderly. She was ready. She's probably ready to go. She probably did it herself. but it's usually pretty accurate with spellings.
Nobody ever spells her name right. It's just because the Hispanic spellings went out.
Gotcha. Well, this is
So what's relevant?
so far.
Yeah.
I'm going to look into the number 11. I think publication, because she wanted me to tell all about the books.
0.
I got to believe her. I want to listen to the audio around that. Again, not one single device is going to give me enough positive evidence, so I have to kind of coincide with something else. So, and I got the name Olivia, and I've gotten the name Olivia near Rafer's Alley, which is like right past the parking lot where we just were. I don't normally go up there because I don't get a whole lot, but usually when I'm in that vicinity, I get the name Olivia a lot. So, again, some of them I just have to kind of like dive into based on our conversations that we have, because a lot of times it'll just repeat the same word I just said, and it might be a weird word like Gabriella, and they.
So weird.
Yeah, that's my daughter's name. My other daughter.
So how many kids?
I just have two. Yeah, Alyssa and Gabriella. And Gabriella's very like ghost and.
Where's she at?
We met. She didn't come on this trip, but we met the lady from The Conjuring. What's her name?
I don't know.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, she was the
Warren?
The Warren. No, not the
Elizabeth Warren?
no,
No,
not
the
the
other
Warren. No. Anyway, she was. It was based on Country was based on her ghost encounters. Yeah, I can't remember her name, but she was a little girl. She's grown up. She wrote a book. So we actually. We're very yeah, that's
really cool.
very exciting. We actually one of the most fun things. Seven Sisters Inn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so much fun. We went and did the whole this around that area because it's really
That was not a my pleasure experience.
Sorry. I don't make the
I
bathroom.
got provisions.
What'd you get?
She needs more
Provisions.
energy.
You want some? You want some taffies? Here you go.
I'm good.
okay, thank you.
I gotta talk.
I try one.
That'll rip my teeth out.
I know,
What
I
kind
don't
you
think
got?
mine
All
out
kinds?
too.
We're not eating those here. No, they're packaged up in a box. All right, now we
What
gotta
do
take our
they
toys
taste
back.
You want your spirit box back?
All right.
I'm waiting for the word candy or
No,
sweet or
give it to
something.
Connor. Put it in his back pocket.
All right, we're actually gonna keep walking this way. We're gonna go up, I think, 2 more blocks because we're skipping the one.
Do it.
Put it in your pocket, Connor. Oh yeah, Connor just got his braces off. He can eat the stuff now.
So I'm so used to whenever my wife's not around that I'm like Speedy Gonzalez
Yeah.
because she's the same.
Oh, okay.
So like whenever I'm not with her, yeah. So when I'm with her, it's kind of a big movie store and I have to. No, you're good. And my daughter's normally on this floor with me. She helps with the gadgets. Yeah. Yep.
How old is she?
That's my youngest. She's 14. My other one is 20. Yeah.
I feel like everybody's like staring at me we're recording. I'm gonna go and do that.
Literally had that happen before.
You mind do? That pisses me off. Stupid. No, I'm just saying it's something. Why are you doing that? You good? Hold up a little bit. Watch your food. Next skateboard went by. Oh my god, I lost it. Oh, that's a nice old Chevy over there. That's a nice old Chevy. See it, man? Isn't it nice? Can you hold this for a minute while I get a drink? Look, the camera's back there. Put some different wheels on that thing. Be pronounce. Why you don't like this one, babe? Well, stop it. At least act like you're having a good time. Uh-oh.
See you hanging in there?
They're coming for us.
She stays in the back. So you can see about the gadgets and
Okay. Hey, Nick. Hold up.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit too fast.
Sorry. My apologies.
You're good.
You alright?
Yep.
So we skipped an alley. We would have went another 2 blocks to get to the alley and kind of circled around this way. So sorry about the longer distance. What I will do, we're going to go down this alley first. We're going to see how she's feeling. This is flat
I'm gonna
bricks,
be fucking
so-
scared. Like when he's like, oh my god, that's someone like, bar.
Is this Philadelphia Street?
It is.
This is where we were earlier.
Yeah.
Y'all were down earlier.
There was ghosts around us, babe.
So we'll kind of let you rest for a second. Let's move you up to the steps. Maybe you can have a seat. Get up that
Oh,
point.
sure.
That's why I came down here first.
I think I would have been fine. Everything's so uneven.
Yeah, that's Charleston.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Thank you
Yeah,
so very
you
much.
have a seat. So, guys,
Thank
this
you
is
so
every
very
other
much.
tour's grand finale. I'm going to give you the story in about 3 to 4 minutes. And then we're going to kind of go up and check out St. Philip's Church and those kind of haunty stories up there. So, let's actually put you guys kind of group together. That way I'm not going in a full circle. As you can see, it's a very busy alley. I normally go up there first because this is so busy. And the way I timed it, by the time I get down here, my group has the whole alley for themselves. So, but we'll kind of see how this goes. So anyway, this is the story of Dr. Joseph Brown Ladd. This is the Philadelphia alley story, where this used to be duelers' alley. So that was like take 20 paces, turn and shoot kind of duels.
Yeah.
So right past that big tree, I don't want to get too close to the other group, but there is a gate right there in the wall. This is the original wall from mid-1700s. I want to say like 1760. So there's a gate there, and the loser of the duel would go through the gate straight to his grave because St. Philip's graveyard is on the other side. So it's one of those, again, Charleston fun facts that you don't always hear. But the Whistling Doctor story is what is actually occurred here. Please keep in mind, this is a Charleston legend, and hundreds, if not thousands, of duels have actually happened here. So why this one story is always told? Because it's a legend. So the doctor moves down to Charleston because his fiance back home, I want to say it's in Jersey, I could be mistaken, but it's up north somewhere. The lawyer won't let him marry his fiance because she just inherited a bunch of money from her dead parents. So, the word elevator. But anyway, he wants to make sure the doctor's going to finish his education and then start his practice. Yeah. So he moves to Charleston. The coachman drops him off and set him up to be robbed and killed because he was a doctor. He's going to have money. Somebody passing by said, no, this isn't a good place. Let me take you to somewhere where you can actually stay. So he takes him over to 59 Church Street, about 1.5 miles from where we are now. So those 2 ladies that own the place downstairs, he rents out the upstairs. The 2 guys become friends. However, the doctor finishes his practice. He becomes a doctor in Charleston. And the 2 are friends, but they're just not on the same piece of the hierarchy. They still have the same interest. They used to go see plays together, but sit in different seats. So they would talk about the plays on the way home. They went to go see Richard III one night. Not sure exactly which theater it was. I'm hoping it was Dock Street, but I'm not sure that that was the right time frame. But anyway, they're talking about one of the actresses. The doctor loved her, and Ralph Isaacs, his friend, did not. It turns into an argument and insults against the doctor's fiance back home. The word wish. So, obviously the 2 get pretty mad at each other. They go their separate ways. Ralph Isaacs writes something in the paper the Charleston paper about what a disgrace the doctor is to the city of Charleston. He's not from here, you know, whatever. It's just insulting him. The doctor rebuttals with, we're going to go to Dooller's Alley and settle this out. So they come down, they take them 20 paces, they turn, the doctor points his gun in the air and shoots. He doesn't want to kill his friend, he just wanted to make a point. However, R5 takes 2 shots below the knees, the doctor drops, his friends pick him up and carry him the 1.5 miles to 59 Church Street, where he dies 10 days later. The irony there is that he was a doctor, he probably could have mended himself. But he did die 10 days later. But he was known as the whistling doctor because he was very happy here. His practice was going well. Amanda, his fiance, was going to be moving down soon. It is said as you walk through this alley, aside from the very noisy air conditioner, it's very quiet down here, but you can hear the whistles on the audio if you listen close enough. The first time I was here, over a year ago, I did hear whistling. I debunked it as some birds that were nearby. I didn't have my audio with me to prove anything any different. I haven't caught any whistling yet, but it doesn't mean it won't happen. It is also said you can hear gunshots as you come down here. So there's that many different kinds of pistols during that time. So it's not going to be a normal gunshot like what you would hear today. So, a couple of fun facts. Pretty much clear. We are actually going to go up because there's a lot more stuff up there where you can kind of chill on a thing. But we will actually come back. Go down, and I'm trying to figure out the best path for you. So once we go and tell the stories up there, at the end of this alley, there is the bricks get older as you move along. Like these were actually relayed in 1980s, roughly time frame. But we're talking about slave-turned sun-dried bricks at the end of this alley. And there's actually fingerprints and handprints from the slave children that had to sun-dry them and turn them every hour. There's one full handprint. However, it is residential at the end of this alley. Somebody does live there. So I'm not allowed to do touristy things around residential areas.
I've been up and down this alley 100 times. I've never seen that handprint.
I'll show it to you.
Really? I just
It's in
couldn't
3
believe it.
places. Here, Boone Hall, and Drayton Hall.
You know, it blows my mind how things like that aren't calls to tear down, but statues are. Because that to me would be more of a...
But you know what's funny is the Post and Courier did a full article on that. It's about 2 years ago. They walked around with a historian that was actually pointing them out. You know, and the handprints and fingerprints were on a wall, I think, in Drayton Hall.
Wow.
So I mean, it's pretty evident.
Yeah.
You know, and even down here, it's funny because I was down here with my wife. We were getting pictures for my blog post on it, and the owner of the house come out. And he's like, "If you're looking for the handprints and fingerprints, it's all false and fake." And I'm like, "Dude,
At Drayton. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like,
down there or
there,
Drayton?
Down here.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's right there. I mean, it's pretty evident. You can put your hand on it and see it's a child's hand.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty. I mean, and we've actually had EMF from it one time. One time. Because everybody wants to put the EMF near it to see if. I'm like, well, first off, I understand that this is called Stories in a Cemetery. I don't take you guys to a whole lot of cemeteries. We're going to go to one now. But we're not going to go in.
What
It's
does
locked.
that say on there?
Wish. That came up like 3 minutes ago. But if you're buried and you're dead and gone, do you want to hang out where you're buried?
No.
No. You're going to go to the places you love. So some slave kid doesn't want to be, reminded of what he had to do as a slave. He's going to go to this happy place. Same way we all would. So again, one time we had an EMF reading there, which was like, whoa, like we got it on video. That's how important it was.
So I grew up near Valley Forge in Prussia at the battlefield, and that place is full of ghosts. I don't care what anybody else says.
I'm actually going to Gettysburg in
What's that say?
September. Grace. So I have a full week planned,
That's near where we live now.
and like we're going to the Jenny Wade house. We're going.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yep. Bring that.
Oh yeah, we're taking everything. It's all for my blog. So
yeah.
we're gonna go up and hang out with the in-laws, and then we're going to head over to Gettysburg and the Jenny Wade house. And,
Yeah.
kind of take things from there. See what we get. My wife's from Pennsylvania,
Oh, yeah.
so. By the way, my competitors don't like me.
I could tell clearly by that look.
Yeah, that's why I've been wearing the shirts very proudly. I'm an unlicensed guide. There's a big debate right now in Charleston about licensed versus unlicensed, and they just passed the appeal that you do not have to have a license to do this. Now, have I read the textbook, the tour guide textbook? Yeah, I use it all the time. It's a great reference. I've read it cover to cover. It's 500 pages. A lot of good stuff in there. Where do you think I got all this stuff?
Probably
But-
more than them.
It's also got the woodwork.
Yeah.
So let's actually head up this way, and we're going to make a left. In there. That's probably exactly what I grew. How you doing?
Good, are you?
Pretty good. we're going to need that thermal imaging camera. This next spot.
That's good. That was a cool story.
I wish you'd tell me more.
Huh?
I wish you'd tell me more.
Say something to him. What's that?
I'm still
You
mad
good?
at her.
Why are you mad at her?
Because she won't give me my chocolate.
Babe.
She won't give me my chocolate.
Catch up. All right, so the regular brick building, not the yellow brick, is Bocce's restaurant. So I learned today that thermal imaging cameras cannot see through windows because it is a solid surface. Now, I thought I had caught something on last night's tour because we actually had like a circle orb working on the left window, second floor. So whatever I caught on there was outside the window, it was not inside. Bocce's restaurant was sold back in 2015 for about $2.4 million to the city. If I were to ever open a Stories in a Cemetery shop, that's where it would be. It's completely haunted, doors do not stay shut and locked. Things move around, things fall off shelves, those kind of things. I would keep the shop downstairs and I would rent out the top apartments as hotel rooms with a ghost kit for people to do their own investigations. So that would be the premise. That is the goal probably in the next 2 years if this building is still available, which I'm sure it will be. So, Bocce's restaurant, also the word mirror, if we get anything that deals with a mirror, allegedly one night when one of the waitresses was closing up and she was getting ready to lock up, she heard a big banging noise, no breaking glass, but she went to go check on everything and found a mirror that fell off the bathroom floor, and the mirror did not break. It was fully intact. So very odd and creepy, but again, the doors in this place do not stay shut. We stay on this side of the street because in the yellow brick is residential. Those are apartments. People live there.
They're boarded up.
No, it's just the windows for their, that's like their storage area. So like you go through that little alcove there.
Somebody lives in this right here?
There's plenty of people that live in there.
Oh.
So we are 1 block away from the market to kind of give everybody the gist of where you are. So, very interesting. So if you can just get a nice slow sweep of that building, and then we will move on to the next spot. Because I've been trying to capture something here since I got that camera. I didn't even tell this story before I got the camera. So,
Sarah, you should go to school with your history teacher so you can know all the stories.
he's waiting on that spot too. We're actually across the street. That way, at least you have some more. I'll kind of give you the gist of what's happening here. Yep. That's why I came over here. I usually like right underneath that tree is where I go. That way everybody can kind of sit down and take a load off. So behind me, guys, this is the Powder magazine. I don't want to say accusation, but it's not haunted. I've been in there several times. I have a season pass and keep going back looking for more evidence. It is allegedly on record the oldest building in Charleston.
The what?
The oldest building in Charleston.
That building.
The one with the crosses on it, yes. So
The church?
No, it's a powder magazine. So it's meant to hold gunpowder, has served in 12 different wars, never in from beginning to end, but just kind of in and out. They claimed policemen.
There was
There was plenty of
lights
policemen.
down there.
I wouldn't be surprised if those what we're hearing now are either rubber bullets or gas bombs.
Or who bombs?
They're gas bombs.
Oh, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
So if it's getting rowdy over there. I haven't gotten any notifications
Him.
from him. Any notifications from, I keep up with all the news.
Oh, they're moving.
So they still got another group up there. It's a busy night. But anyway, so again, not haunted. Super cool place though. It is actually, there's a lot of really cool facts about it. Love to spout them off, but the ghost stories are a little bit more relevant. You can actually see like where underneath that tree where the hole at that gate was, where I told you the loser of the door would come through. But what you're looking at is St. Philip's Church. It's the
Isn't the mother and child thing?
Yes. So Susan Howard Hardy, it's a good point. I'll start with that one. There's a sign up there that says there's no ghost here but the Holy Ghost, because they don't want people like me looking in there. And the reason for that is because in 1888, Susan Howard Hardy died 10 days later after her stillborn child. In 1988, a photographer was in town, tourist, taking pictures, got a full apparition on a photograph. It's a woman with a shawl and the basket next to her. So 1988, he's got no way to debunk it or try to Photoshop or whatever he's got to do to it, so he sends it off to Kodak. Kodak couldn't even debunk the picture. We're actually getting a pretty big reading, but we are next to some power lines. Seems like it's a pulse. Sorry. Some flashing lights. But that's the reason why that sign is there. So the other story is like there's two sides to the graveyard. We obviously have the east side and then the west side. John Calhoun is actually buried over here. This is what's yeah. You gotta keep going down one more. So next to the graveyard is the pirate house. It's got a big anchor on it. You can see it, but somebody lives there. It's where Blackbeard's guys used to come in, have a place to stay, grab a few drinks. 1 block away from that, you have Dock Street Theater. We're actually going to kind of go by it, so I'll point it out.
Damn, baby, hot. 95 degrees.
Really cool.
It's smoking hot.
So the Dock Street Theater was a theater first, which used to be Dock Street. It's now Church Street. And then it turned into a hotel, which was prostitution. Yeah, weak. Again, strength weak. But then it had prostitution, and then we turned back into Dock Street Theater that we know now on Church Street. So that's relevant to the story. So Nettie Dickerson used to work here at the church, and she was past the marrying age of 17. She was 23. Nobody wanted her. So she went down and instead of working at the church, put on her best red dress and became a prostitute down at Planker's Hotel. She still wasn't happy. She used to sit out on the second-story balcony. It's a wrought iron banister, and she used to ponder about coming back to the church. You can see the church from that banister. I tested it. I don't know if you actually went up there, but
Yeah, I don't remember.
But anyway, I was investigating the story, of course. I got the word observe. Interesting. But she used to wonder about coming back down. So the priest from the church goes down to talk her into coming back. And a storm rolls in, lightning strikes the wrought iron banister and strikes her dead. Now, the interesting thing about that story is that her apparition is said to be seen from the knees up, and nobody knew why. So when you turn it from Planner's Hotel back to a theater, we raised the first floor ceiling. She's walking on the floor that she knows. So literally, we only see her from the knees up. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
That's why I kind of do the hand demonstration.
Yeah.
The other cool thing, and I haven't really found any evidence, and you can walk during the daytime in Dock Street Theater with gadgets, gizmos, they love the ghost stories. But Junius Booth, father of John Wilkes Booth, who shot Lincoln in a theater, is also said to be seen there in period dress. He's not from here, he didn't die here, he's not buried here. He's just, and that was when it was the original Dock Street Theater, when actors traveled instead of being up on film, like what we see now. So, I'm trying to think here. I think that's pretty much wraps it up. And there's still some spectators up there, I guess, by the gate. I normally try to get a good sweep with the thermal camera next to the graveyard, but as we go, I've never done anything with the camera on this side, so we're going to actually go straight up, go to Dock Street Theater, and make a left. So is this as cool as you were hoping?
My daughter wants more stories, but yes, it's cool.
More stories?
I like stories. She's here for the party. I was here for the facts. I would tell you, one day I was walking down here. That was the day that I knew the shit was real, because I was right there, and I turned and was having a full-on conversation with someone. And my girlfriend was like, "Who in the hell are you talking to?" I thought I was talking to her, and I wasn't. And it was right over there. And to this day, I could not explain what the heck happened.
And yeah, just as we walk by, try to keep it as steady as possible. I've never gotten anything in here. I got the word fascinating. So let's just kind of see what we get. But once we get to the edge of this, where the pirate house is, we're going to have to cross the street. This guy gets pretty angry at ghost tours. Actually, we won't interrupt this guy's tour. Let's cross now. I know I wanted to get more of the cemetery, but... I don't try to piss off the competitors, so they get jealous.
You did still an 8.
Yep. Well, they've called me out a couple times because this is a hot spot, as you can imagine. And they say, "Oh, let's wait for Nick, the cemetery guy."
Oh, God.
My name is getting around.
Yeah.
yeah, this is actually, if you notice, the road juts around.
Yeah.
This was the only building that wouldn't partake in the widening of the road. So because it juts out, is why they call it Church Street.
Yup.
We're in residential, so we're just 6 friends
How
hanging
much
out.
further do we have, Nick?
Well, we're gonna go down this road, and there's one more story, and then if one of these guys wants to bring the car up for you, I'll wait with you.
Yeah, I was just gonna see if Connor will run back and get the car.
Well, where's the car?
He's going to show you.
I'm gonna
how.
show you when we get there.
I'm gonna get lost.
You ain't gonna get
No, you
lost.
won't.
'cause
It's-
you're gonna
it's
think
Wait,
the
so
right
that's,
side
that's
of
the
things.
building with the anchor on it? What was?
That's the pirate house. And the cool thing about that
That is
is
so living in
all underneath here, guys, there was a tunnel that went from the pirate house up to Dock Street Theater right there on the corner,
Wow.
so that the pirates could get it.
Well,
We filled it in back in the 90s. Because we're stupid.
Are you good?
thank you.
Are you good?
I'm just telling you.
Connor, bring your camera up here. Hit me. As we all walk past you, if you could stand here on the corner and just give me a good minute and a half. That's Dock Street Theater. Let me know if you find anything there as we come through and then we can catch up. Just reach up for my flashlight. You okay?
All right. Yeah, I'm good. See, I hate this. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Why don't we just
Can't
use the
freaking
flashlight
see.
there? Yeah.
I get it. This is how long did it take for you?
I was 3 months on crutches with barely any
I
pressure.
threw them out the window. I said, I cannot do this.
Mine was like an eggshell fracture or something like that.
Well, I laid in bed for almost no, I'm lying. A week and like 2 days. I'm gonna stop lying right now. It wasn't 2 weeks. Did nothing. But lay there and worked for my back. And I thought that would be okay.
Did you want to see that handprint?
Yeah, where's the?
Yeah. And then I was on a boot for 3 months
That's
after
right there.
that.
There's a full handprint right there.
That is definitely a full handprint.
Where is
Full
that?
handprint
There's
right
more
there.
like fingerprints, like slide fingerprints as you walk through, but this one here is the most prominent.
There's something
And that's
in
because they
there.
were so
Something.
hot.
That looks like a footprint.
Wow.
Somebody with
Yeah.
spider long toes.
Spider long toes.
What the hell is this thing? A Mercedes truck?
No, it's an 80s Mercedes.
80s Mercedes. Oh, it half looked like a truck. It had, looked like it had a bed on it. The riders or ghosts.
Whatever you got in that place.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, last story. You ready? She's like, hell yeah, bring it on. Alright, so this is the Wagner building, catty corner from us, the brick building over there. This was part of our cotton industry. So the back end of this would have been the warehouse. You can obviously see where the horse and buggies would come out the back, and then there's 3 floors of offices in the front of the building. They're now being turned into wedding reception areas, where they're pretty much going to be like 10-star restaurant ways up there. It's going to be facing the water. We have Pineapple Park directly across the street from that in the venue.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're talking probably $25K just for
50.
I was thinking low end 25.
Yeah, 50 at least.
So, and that's with probably without catering. Yeah. So, back of it now is condos, or condominiums, whatever you want to call them. But these are actually used as garages now, so the same principle. But the last person that had this as a cotton industry was George Poirier. He had inherited from his dad. He had no idea what he was doing. He was a silver spoon kid. He got himself into a bunch of debt. He was depressed already because his dad didn't love him enough, kind of thing. And we also had the boll weevil in town, which is a bug that eats cotton. So he was getting himself into a whole heap of trouble. He was going to run out of product. He couldn't sell it at the price that it used to be, and he needed to get out. So he actually left behind the American government and sold it off to the British. So you can imagine Pineapple Park, again, that land wasn't there. It was a wharf for ships to come in. The British send their ship, they unload from back here, they load up the ship, and George is watching from the second-story window of the front office. One of the men on the ship gets too close to the cotton with a pipe, the whole ship goes up in flames. So he watches the whole thing. His father's legacy is now down the toilet, and he's even more depressed, so he piles up all the furniture, swings a noose, and he hangs himself. He was found the next morning by the kid who used to sell the newspapers on the corner, and you can still see the shadow of a swinging corpse from the second-story building, from the second-story. So we actually go up there, and now that I know that the thermal camera cannot detect windows, like what's behind them, it'll be super interesting to try to capture some temperatures, and the reverse spirit box sometimes will come through. This is a very hit or miss spot. Sometimes I could stay there all night long and just talk to whoever, and other nights we have absolutely nothing. So should be interesting tonight. We've actually had some weird activity happening. I don't know if it's having to do with the riots and the protests and those kind of things, but we'll kind of see what we capture. So we're going to cross the street twice. We're going to go down the front. Connor's going to go get the car. I'm going to send him away, so that way you don't have to wait too long on your feet.
It's
And we'll be all good
State
to go.
Street.
That would be great.
Yes.
Can you drive Connor to get my car? Connor,
Yeah.
can you go get the car?
Yep, we're gonna walk down here, and then all you're gonna do is you're gonna walk left, and you're gonna. Where did you guys park? Right by where we started?
Yes.
Okay. You'll run right into it in about 5 blocks.
Okay.
It's very simple. I got the word hello. Now, you guys ate at Fugan's Porch, right?
Yeah.
It's 1 block that way.
Oh, yeah. I know where we are then.
So
Yeah,
I get
just
the
go to the end and
words.
make a left and go straight.
I usually get stuff from Zoe, the ghost there, when I'm
funny.
in this area. So we'll see if she comes through again.
Zoe the dog?
No, Zoe was the owner.
Oh, the
Coogan was the
owner.
dog.
Coogan's the dog. Get those two confused.
Zoe St. Amand. Let's see if I get anything out of the reverse. Match. Got the word match. Like, very, very clear. Just watch your step.
Nice, you saved me right there.
That's what I do, man. That's what I'm here for. Who's got the spirit box? Taking a listen? Might actually capture some things. So I get things around the ship too. So like fire, ship, cotton, insect, those kind of things. Are you really? You all right?
she is.
That's so. Remember, like anything that's kind of below this, and we actually have that. We have big grates like this in front of the building that's also going to give off that kind of detection. So we won't get excited about that because I don't know what's beneath it. But good catch.
So just walk left.
My granddaughter's middle name.
It's a little bit of a stretch.
I'm just saying, it's only Natalie I know.
I got the word run.
So just walk left.
Yeah, so
If
Straight
I'm
down?
running,
Yep.
you better run too. My ass don't
we'll
run.
pick you.
Oh, that's
All right,
good.
here's
It's
your-
right here.
Oh, you are? Awesome.
Literally right here. Yeah.
Good deal. All right. Well, so I will. Yes, you have about. It's literally like a 4-minute walk.